Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another video. This is going to be a watch me work video or a tutorial. I'm actually doing a order for a customer, a digital order where I'm designing her chip bags, her water bottle labels, her gift bags for her party. She's doing a Blippi slash excavator theme party and she asked me to design the chips, the water bottle label, and the gift bag. I also did her invitations, but I'm not doing that on camera because of course it has her personal information on it. Okay, so if you want to order these party favors from me, this is all digital downloads, nothing is shipped to you. You can go ahead and order it from my website. I'll leave the link down below, but I'm going to be showing you guys how I edited or how I designed everything. Therefore it'll help you, give you some tips if you're getting into designing party favors for yourself or if you're doing it as a business. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. If you would like to order these Blippi theme favors from me where I can customize it for you and email it back to you, head over to the website at creativecraftllc.com and go to where it says cartoon series and movies, and there you will find the Blippi or excavator theme favors. Okay, I'm going to add the link down below to make it easy for you guys. So I don't have a lot of designs up yet, but if you have a particular design or favor that you want that you don't see on the website, definitely reach out to the Let's Chat section of the website and let me know, and I can add it within 48 hours. So once you get to whatever favor you want, there's a personalization box and you can go ahead and put the child's name and age, and then you can email me the child's photo. But once you order or once you check out, I do send a message to you, because when you order, it also asks for your phone number. So typically I'll go ahead and I'll text you the information where you can send me the child's photo, and I'll also let you know exactly what date and time to expect your delivery of your party favors. My delivery time right now is between 24 to 72 hours, but I typically send back orders the day after a person orders. And I'm just going to show you guys the chip bags, the gift bag labels, and the water bottle labels, and here they are. And like I said, just go ahead and leave your name and the child's age, and then you can email me the photo upon ordering. So yeah, so she ordered those three and plus the invitation, but like I said, I'm not going to do that on camera. To edit these favorites, I'm going to be using Picmonkey. Okay, and I love using Picmonkey. Now you can use Canva if you are getting into doing party favors. You can also use Microsoft Word and Photoshop. I am going to be adding videos on how to do those, but since I'm doing an order, I'm just going to go ahead and do it how I typically do it, which is by using Picmonkey. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account and go to where it says create new. Then I'm going to go ahead into blank canvas, and I believe I'm going to do I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to do blank canvas, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and edit the child's photo first and turn the child basically into a Blippi character. So here is my little Blippi, my cartoon looking Blippi costume. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and separate them and move them apart because I'm going to add the child's face, only the face alone, to the shirt part of the costume. So I'm going to go into add image, I'm going to go into computer, and then I'm going to go and find the child's picture and upload that. Once I upload it, I'll click it once and it'll appear in the center of my image. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the remove background icon, which is like a picture of a scissor. And it with Picmonkey, they typically remove about 95% to 100% of the background. Then I'm going to go ahead and crop it because I just need his face. So I'm going to go ahead and crop it down to where I just get his face alone, and that's it. Then I'm going to show you guys how I edit it and kind of fit it into this little Blippi costume. Okay, so if you're new to doing party favors, if you want to make it as a business, this would be good to help you and teach you how to edit the child's picture, how to do different things with the kids' pictures. So I'm just going to go ahead and size it. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my eraser to go ahead and try to take out as much of his shoulders as possible, because I really just want like his neck and his head, and that's it. So I went ahead and flipped it to the other direction, his head to the other direction, because I felt like it'll look better in that direction once I go ahead and trim him down or erase his shoulders and fit him into that Blippi shirt. Okay, we kind of want his neckline to go right where that bow tie is. So I'm going to go ahead and use my eraser, and I'm going to go ahead and take off as much of his shoulders as I can, or as close to his cheeks as possible. Okay, and I know I kind of talk a little fast, I'm sorry, and my apologies, I'm trying to work on that. But you can go ahead and you can pause, and you can go ahead and just watch the direction of my mouse, if that'll help you further in understanding exactly what tools I'm using in the menu to do this. But right now I'm just using my eraser, and I'm erasing as close to his cheeks and his neck as possible. Okay, I want a little bit of his neck to remain because we want to go ahead and have a little bit of his neck showing above the bow tie or in the bow tie, if that makes sense. So when doing a favor like this, it really doesn't matter the position of the child in the picture, because I know some people will say, well, send me a picture of your child standing up. To me, it doesn't matter. As long as he's facing forward and I can get his face and some of his neck, I can work with any type of picture, because of course we're going to edit it out the rest of his body. Now that I kind of got it cleaned up to where I feel like I can work with it, I'm going to go ahead and like kind of pull him down by where the bow tie is. And then I'm going to click on the bow tie or the shirt, the cartoon shirt image, and I'm going to go ahead and click left click on that and click on move layer to front. That way the shirt is above him, if that makes sense. So that way it looks like he is in the shirt. Then I'm just going to go ahead and keep on sizing him a little bit more and playing with him and centering him to where I feel like it looks best, which is about right there. Okay, I love, he is so cute. Look at his big smile with his top teeth showing. He is such a cutie pie. I absolutely love his picture. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a shadow around him, and to make him stand out even more, I'm going to go ahead and add an outline. For the outline color, I'm going to do white, but first I'm going to leave it as orange because I'm going to use my eraser. And if you see a little bit of orange sticking out, we're going to go ahead and we're going to erase that. We're going to clean his face up as much as possible to where it looks good. So I saw a little piece of orange sticking out by his nose. By his ear. I went ahead and erased that, and I'm going to go ahead and change my outline color to white. Because with this design, it really looks good with the outline around the child's head being a white color. Okay, because there's already so much orange in the actual costume or in the Blippi itself. So I'm going to go ahead, and now that I got his face where I want it to be, I'm going to go ahead and put the glasses on him. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down to his eyes. And then first and foremost, I don't forget to keep on moving your layers to the front if you're putting items on the child's picture, okay? Those extra layers have to be moved to the front to appear on the front of the child or on top of the child, if that makes sense. Like how we moved his shirt to the front, we're going to move the glasses to the front as well. Okay, so any layers going on top of your main image need to be moved to the front. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and size up or center his glasses to where I want it to be on his eyes. Then we're going to go ahead and move the hat as well. We're going to size that. We're going to center it to where it fits him, where he looks like Blippi, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and center that layer to the front. You see, before I centered it, when I was pulling it down, how it was appearing behind his head. That's the reason why we have to go ahead and move the layer to the front, so it's in front of his head or on top of his head rather than being behind him. Okay, so yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and play around with that, get it to where I want it to be, and then once I'm happy with the way that he looks as a version of Blippi, then I'm gonna go ahead and come out of here, and I'm gonna go ahead and work on his name and his age on the hat, or on all the party favors. It's going to say his name, which is George. I think it might be pronounced Jorge, but I'm going to say George because it's spelled like George. And I'm going to go ahead and put George turns and put his age. I believe his age was 3, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check back on the order to make sure. But I'm going to put George turns and his age right next to that. And that's the only caption that's going to be on his chips, the water bottle labels, the gift bag labels, and also on the invitations as well. Okay, now that I'm finished and I'm happy with the way that he looks, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. Then I'm going to go into blank canvas, and I'm going to go and click on a sheet of paper, print sizes, and the print size we want to do is basically a blank sheet of paper that's 11 by 8.5 inch. Okay, no, you know what, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a smaller sheet. This one is 4 by 2 because before I do his chip bag, I need to go ahead and do his name and his age. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make the back of the paper transparent. Okay, you can change the background color of your paper. We want it to be transparent because we're also going to use these and add them to the chip bag, to his drink labels, and all the other favors, and we don't want it to have any color when we add it there. Okay, so here I'm going to put his name, George, and then I'm going to make it orange. The font that I use is called Luckiest Guy. It has like a playful look to it, so I chose that because it fits well with the whole Blippi theme. So I made his name orange. Then I went into shadow and outlines, and I added a aqua looking blue, like that Blippi looking blue color. I added that to the outline of his name, and I made it a little bit thinner. Then I also went ahead and I believe I dropped a shadow around it, or I might have put the shadow around it once I added another layer, because I also want to add a thicker white layer around his name as well. So we're going to just go ahead and leave the George with the orange and then with the aqua blue outline. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of that. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a copy of this, because now we're going to add the white outline. When you're adding an outline around a name or around a text, it only allows you to add one outline. So I went ahead and copied that. I erased it. Then we're going to go into our hub. We're going to click on the first one that we made, which is still there, of course. And then now, since we put the image back into since we re-added the image back, now we can go ahead and add a third outline. I know it might not make sense, but they only allow you to add one outline at a time for each image. So basically you have to make a new sheet of paper and you'll have to add the image back on the sheet of paper to add another outline to your original image. Okay, I will go into this more detail when I'm showing you guys how to make party favors completely from scratch, and those videos are coming up soon. Okay, now that I have his name with in orange with the aqua outline and the white third outline, I'm going to go ahead and work on the word turns, and we're going to add his age to that as well. So with turns, I'm going to do that in orange as well, and then I'm going to add, I think I'm just going to go ahead and add a white outline to that. I'm not going to add any aqua because I want his name to stand out. So I'm only going to add the aqua outline to only his name, and that's it. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and drop a shadow around that. And once you drop the shadow, that makes the difference where you can see the fullness of the letters, and because it makes it pop, it makes it stand out. I'm going to also add a shadow around his name as well, and now you can go ahead and you can see the fullness of his name. You can get the whole design aspect of his name once you add that shadow, because it makes it stand out. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add his age, and I'm going to put that right. Okay, he's turning 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put his age right up under his name, right next to where it says turns, like kind of like I want turns to kind of be in the middle of that number 5, if that makes sense. We're going to also add a white outline around that as well. And of course, we're going to drop a shadow around that number 5 as well to make that stand out. Okay. And then after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and thicken, or you can make the outline thick, or you can make it thinner. So I wanted to match with the word turns, so I made it a little bit thinner. And then I went ahead and played with the sizing of the word turns, and I'm going to go ahead and keep on playing with them until I centered them underneath his name where I want it to be. Okay, and this design we're going to use on, like I said, the chip bag, on the drink labels, and on the gift bag labels. So I'm basically getting the major designs or the personalization designs together first before we work on the other favors, which is what you should do. Well, it's the best thing to do when you're working on party favors, when you're customizing party favors. So after getting this the way that I want it to look, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of there, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on our chip bag. Okay, so to do the chip bag, I'm using, of course, one of my pre-designed templates. I don't have this one available on the website just yet, but I'm going to go ahead into where it says create new, and I'm going to go into blank canvas, and I'm going to go down to print sizes. And for the chip bag, we have to do 11 by 8.5 inch. Okay, landscape paper, 11 by 8.5 inch, and that's going to open me up to a blank sheet of paper that is 11 by 8.5 inch. Then I'm going to go into my computer, and I'm going to pull the image of my chip bag template. Okay, and there it is right there. Okay, then we're going to go into hub, and we're going to go ahead and get our previous designs of our birthday boy, and we're going to also pull his name onto that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and center him to where I want him to be on the front of the chip bag, make him a little bit bigger. I'll probably drop another shadow around him as well, just to make him stand out even more. Okay, and there we go right there. I love the way he's looking. I'm just going to go ahead and play with him a little bit more, and then I'm going to also go ahead and add his name and his age, and that's going to go right above him. I'm going to go ahead and extend it and make it, of course, a lot bigger, because we want his name and his age to stand out, and that's going to go towards the top part of the chip bag. And I'll probably go ahead and drop another shadow around that as well to make that stand out more as well, just like his picture of his face. Yeah, and dropping the shadows around your images or your main text really makes the images and the text or the font want stand out a lot. So this is mainly it. I'm not going to change anything else. I'm happy with the way it looks. I love the greeting that says, let's have a blipping good time. I love everything on my pre-designed template, so I'm not going to really do anything else to it. I'll probably just play with his sizing a little bit more because, of course, he's a birthday boy and we want him to stand out and to be as centered on the front of that chip bag as possible. Okay, I hope outside of me speaking kind of fast that you guys pick up some good details and some helpful tips when it comes to decorating party favors. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be putting up step-by-step videos on how we make a chip bag from scratch. I'm making a video on that now. Okay, so after completing it, I'm going to go ahead and download the image. With Picmonkey, you could pick PNG, JPG, or PDF. So I'm just going to go ahead and download that and save that because we're going to email that to the customer after I finish the entire order. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on our gift bag labels. So I went ahead and opened up to another clean sheet of paper that's 11 by 8.5 inch, and I went ahead and uploaded the image of our gift bag label templates to the menu. Okay, when I clicked that, of course, it appeared in the center of our solid color paper 11 by 8.5. Then we're going to go ahead and upload his picture again and upload his name and his age again. Okay, so basically the same exact thing that we just did to our chip bag is what we're doing with our gift bag labels. Okay, so I'm going to put him on each side of the label. I'm probably going to drop a shadow around him again to make him pop out even more. We're going to center him to where exactly we want him to be. And then once I'm satisfied with where he is, I'm going to go ahead and drop a shadow around him. Then I'm going to left click on copy and left click on paste because I want to duplicate his image and add another image of him to the other label that's right next to that first label. Okay, so therefore we go ahead and we do both labels at the same time, which is the best way to do it. It saves you time rather than doing each label one by one. Okay, and then putting them together on one sheet of paper. I just have my templates where they already have two labels on the page where I can do each of them together. Because it's super simple. All we're doing is copy and pasting at this point. Then I'm going to go ahead and do his name and his age. This is the reason why I like to do the image of him on a separate sheet of paper along with his name and age, because it makes it so much easier when it's time to finish designing the templates, as you can see. So I went ahead again and added a shadow around his name and age again. Then I copied and pasted that, of course, to duplicate it, and I went ahead and added that to the other label as well. And that's it. I'm not doing anything else to these gift bag labels. These designs might seem kind of plain and simple, but that's good because sometimes plain and simple goes a long way. And I love the way they turned out, and the customer loves it as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and download that and save that as a PNG, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my water bottle labels, and I'm going to do my invitations off camera, of course. And then once I have everything done, I'm going to go ahead and email these images to my customer. She ordered from me yesterday, so I'm sending it back to her 24 hours the day after she ordered. So she'll have it in more than enough time to print them and get them together for her party. Okay, we're doing the water bottle labels. We're going to go ahead and open up another blank image, and this time the print size is going to be 8.5 by 11. Before we did 11 by 8.5, now we're doing 8.5 by 11. We want the paper to be longer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and upload my water bottle labels into the Picmonkey. Then I'm going to go ahead and click that once and transfer that template over onto my blank sheet of paper. Okay, so this has 6 labels on there, and the same process that we did for the chip bag and the gift bag, we're going to go ahead and do for this as well. Super simple, super easy, and quick. I think I'm going to go ahead and add these labels to my website so you guys can edit them on your own and create your own Blippi theme inspired favors. Okay, but as of right now, since they're not added, you can definitely order it through me where I can design it for you and email them back to you if you're having a Blippi inspired party. Okay, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and size his photo, and I'm gonna drop a shadow around him, and I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste his photo into each of the water bottle labels. Okay, then we're gonna do the same thing with his name and his age. We're gonna upload that, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put his name and age on each side of him, like, you know, one on the left and one on the right. And of course, I'm going to drop a shadow around that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste each of the images and put them on the other water bottles until all of them are designed. Okay, and what I love about this Picmonkey is that You see how I'm moving the image and the red line pops up? The red line is to help you center the image exactly to where the previous image is centered. That way, none of them won't look like mismatch, or, or his face is centered on one, but not centered on the other. This is to make sure that you're centering every single image the very, very same. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this out. And like I said, since I've talked you guys through the first two, this one is basically easy. Just copy and paste his image, and then we're going to go ahead and add his name and his age, put a shadow around that, copy and paste that to the left and right side of him, and then we're going to go ahead and save this as well. Then I'll come back and show you guys basically like a mock-up of how the end result looks. Okay, so now that I finished that, I went ahead and saved it as a PNG file as well. Because like I said, this is a digital order, so I'm going to email my customer all my files. I went ahead and printed one of the chip bags because I wanted you guys to see how it looked. And I wanted you guys to know how to assemble them if you want to order from me. The files, I want you guys to see how easy it is to put these together at home. So I went ahead and just printed this on regular cardstock paper. You can get regular cardstock paper at Walmart in the stationery section for like a pack of 100 for like $5. So it's fairly cheap. And I printed them on my cheaper inkjet printer. If this was an actual order that I was doing, of course, I would use my better printer. But I just went ahead and used my cheap inkjet. Because this printer that I use is not borderless, it did add some white to the edge of the chip bag, but that's okay. We're just going to use that as our glue area of our chip bag when we assemble it. So to assemble the chip bag, just going to use scissors, a glue gun, of course, and we need to have our chips. Okay, definitely I'm going to be putting a small little packet of Cheetos. Okay, So the quality of this part of the video is not that great. I decided at the last minute to go ahead and print one and put it together for you guys, and my camera was dying. So please bear with me, but I'm going to try to be as detailed as possible. So yeah, so this is how our chip bag printed out. And those black lines are your fold lines, okay, of where you're going to fold when you're putting your chip bag together. So we're going to go ahead and fold down on each of our black lines, okay, or as close to it as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay. We're going to fold down each side, and then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to glue this together, okay. Super simple and super easy putting this chip bag together, but I just wanted to come on and show you guys how it'll look, so you guys can kind of envision, like if you wanted to order these favors, how it'll look once you assemble it and put it on your party table or your dessert table, or however you're going to do it, okay. So yeah, so now that I folded each side, I'm going to go ahead and start by gluing the bottom, and we're going to just go ahead and we're going to assemble this. I'll have to always warn you guys, be careful when using a glue gun. Some people find it best to use double-sided tape. Either one you use is going to work perfect. It's going to stick, and it's not going to come apart, okay, unless your party guests open it, of course, to eat their snacks, you know what I mean. But yeah, I just went ahead and cut because I glued down the wrong side first. I should have glued down that side with that extra white overlapping first, but I went ahead and glued down the other side first by accident. But I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue, and we're going to go ahead and glue the rest down of our chip bag. It's super simple, super easy to put together, guys. And you just hold the bag in place for a few seconds to let that glue dry. Then we're gonna go ahead and finish gluing down the back side of our chip bag. So this is super simple. I love the way these designs turned out. This is like my, I want to say, 30th time doing these favors, because a lot of people have been doing Blippi inspired. I did one using a little girl's picture, and it came out so cute. Oh, so I think if I do another video featuring this favor, I'm gonna go ahead and do one of my little girl customers pictures, so you guys can see how the Blippi, the girl version of Blippi would look as well. But yeah, but this is how it looks so far on the front. This is how the back looks so far. It's cute, super simple, has the Blippi colors on point, so you know it'll brighten up any party. And I love the Blippi colors. I love the orange and the aqua and the white, and even some of them even have gray as well. It just looks really cute, very vibrant. Now I'm gonna go ahead and place my chips in, and I'm gonna go ahead and seal the top part. So before sealing it, I find it easy to just go ahead and fold and bend forward the top part, and then open it, and then put the glue. That makes it easier when you're sealing the top part, or finishing off the bag. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and seal it and hold it for a few seconds. And then if you have any extra white overlapping at the top or the bottom of the bag, you can cut it off. But white is a part of the theme, so I just went ahead and left it. And like I said, I wasn't going to do an assembly. I just did it at the last minute to show you guys, or give you guys an idea of how it looks, okay? So yeah, guys, that's basically it. We have come to the ending of the video. So here is a mock-up of how the chips, the water bottle labels, and gift bag labels will look if you set everything up on your dessert table, just to give you guys a vision or an idea of how it'll look at your party if you're doing a Blippi themed party. If you want to order these favors from me, definitely go ahead and check out my links down below. I have a buy two favors get one favor free going on right now. I usually always try to have some kind of sale going on the website. And keep in mind, these are digital orders only. I don't ship out any physical party favors. Everything is digital content, okay? So once you order the favors, once I get all your information, I'll be sending it back to you, sending you back your order via email once I complete them within about 24 to 48 hours. So if you watched the whole video, thank you. I'm hoping that you've learned some helpful tips if you are getting into editing party favors on your own. I hope I'm able to help you. If you have any questions, definitely leave some links down below. Leave the comments down below, and definitely stay tuned so you can check out my how to edit party favors from scratch videos that I'll be putting up very shortly. So like always, guys, thanks for your support, and God bless.